Alright, today I want to doing presentation about Chernobyl incident. I'm covering Chernobyl. What really happened? The Chernobyl disaster remains one of the most catastrophic nuclear accidents in history. This presentation examines the event surrounding the disaster, revealing the causes, effects, and enduring lesson. We will critically analyze the official accounts to provide a comprehensive understanding of what truly transpired in April 1986. The setting: Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Location and context: situated near Pripyat in the Ukrainian SSR. The plant was part of the Soviet Union's ambitious nuclear energy program. Reactor design: the plant operated RBMK-1000 reactors. Soviet design, notable for its unique features but also critical safety flaws. Symbolic importance: initially, the plant symbolized Soviet technological advancement, with safety measures considered adequate at the time.
Yeah. So the next one is 25 to 26 April 1986. The experiment gone wrong. So the nuclear power plant in the Soviet Union of the Pripyat of the Ukraine is having a explosion and having a big power surge. So there's a 3 point in here. I'm gonna make it fast. 1, 2, 3. The first one is safety test. The second one is human and technical error. The third one is power surge and explosion. So we're gonna be going to the first one. It's the safety test. A plant test simulated power failure to evaluate the reactor safety system. So they're having no evaluate about the reactor safety system. So there's having no safety system in there, and the safety test that have been planned is failure, having a big failure, so they don't have any safety tasks. So the next one is human and technical error. So the design flaws combined with the human mistake and poor communication intensive with the crisis. The human miscommunication and the poor communication that makes the design of the nuclear power plant is flaws, and with the human mistake and poor communication, it's make it the crisis more intensive, and it's part of the human error and technical error. So the third one, the last one, is the power source and explosion. And a big uncontrolled nuclear reaction caused a massive power surge and accumulating in an explosion in 1 a.m. local time. So there's having a big explosion and power surge into the, as you can see here, the picture right here. There's a big explosion and power surge that make about half of the population in the Chernobyl is die about the explosion. So the next one, as you can see here, the immediate aftermath after the explosion and fire. We're gonna make it quick in here. Core destruction, radioactive release, fire direction, and radioactivity level. So the first one is a core destruction. 2 violent cores in the nuclear power plant having a big violence explosion obliterate the reactor core. So the next one is radioactive release. So there's a radioactive things that release and spread into the city. The huge quantity of the radioactive materials such as iodine-131. The next one is cesium-137 were designed to discharge into the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is very bad in the Chernobyl location. The next one is a fire duration. There's a graphite moderator burned for days. That's a lot of fire duration there. There's a lot of days, a lot of things that has been burned after the explosion and big having a big fire. The last one is radioactivity level between 50 and 100 millions cures of the radioactivity were released during the incident. There's a lot of radioactive levels. There's 50 until 100 that it almost close to kill 100 more people in the Chernobyl. Maybe that's it. The next one, I don't know where to go again. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be a 4 after immediate aftermath after the nuclear reaction. Thank you very much.
The official response, initial denial and eventual action. Initial government reaction. The Soviet government initially downplays the incident gravity, blame evacuation efforts. Evacuation and pressure. Pripyat residents were evacuated only after 36 hours under significant international scrutiny. Containment efforts. Firefighters and liquidators heroically fought to control the disaster, culminating in the construction of the sarcophagus encapsulating the reactor. Health impact, short term and long term. Immediate fatalities, 31 occurred among plant workers and emergency responder in the disaster immediate aftermath. Increased cancer risk. The release of radioactive iodine led to elevated thyroid cancer rates, especially in children exposed to fallout. And then there's long-term mortality estimates. Unscare estimates are approximately 4,000 additional cancer deaths over time as a consequence of radiation exposure. Psychological consequence. Evacuees suffered significant mental health issues due to trauma and displacement.
From environmental consequences of contamination and exclusion zone. One, radioactive contamination, soil, water, and decomposition within 30 kilometer radius and habitable. Two, exclusion zone. Related to restrict access and prevent exposure and focusing environment for towns and villages. Three, wildlife residents absent to allowed flora and fauna records to creating unique ecological landscape. Four, remediation efforts. Ongoing monitoring and cleanup operating and to reduce contamination risks. The human cause and evacuation and displacement. One, mass equivalent over 115,000 people were forcibly removed to losing to their homes and communities. Two, physical trauma, displacement caused with widespread mental and challenges and social upheaval. Three, resettlement challenges. Many struggle to rebuild life and limited support to creating lasting to support disruption.
The new safe confinement, a modern engineering marvel. International collaboration, supported by multiple countries. The 2.1 billion euro project represents global commitment to safety. Structural design, an arch-sharp shelter designed to securely enclose the old sarcophagus and prevent further radiation leaks. Longevity and impact. Engineered to last 100 years, this structure symbolize progress in nuclear disaster containment. Lesson learned: nuclear safety and transparency. Reactor design importance. Robust, fail-safe reactor designs are critical to preventing accident. Transparency and communication, like Ryan said, it's like kind of like miscom or something like wrong with communication. Open dialogue and swift information release are essential during nuclear emergencies. Global global collaboration among nations strengthens response and recovery of effort for nuclear incident. Ongoing challenge: managing nuclear waste and mitigating long-term consequences remain pressing issues. Alright, that's all for the presentation of the nuclear problem. So about the topic, it's Chernobyl. For the presentation, I will put on the description on the below. Okay. Sorry for like some stumble or something like that, and thank you for watching.